Guys, and welcome back to another video. We are recording a narration right now, so I'm overlapping my voice over the footage you're seeing, at least for the first little part of this. Um, I wanted to welcome you guys back, and we are doing a Minecraft World Tour. So, this is a server that my fiance, Sam, pays for, and I am pretty much the only person who plays on the server. So, I have taken over a huge area, which later Lexi is going to explain to you, at least in somewhat. We do have a mod pack that allows copy and paste. I have been doing all of my building in creative, and we're going to fly around and take a look at everything because I wanted it so that I could copy and paste things. So before we get to the section that is behind me, because that is my actual, yeah, see, this is part of our copy paste. Oh, oh, what happened? Are we struggling? No, my mouse is just gone. Why is my mouse gone? Why why am I using my keyboard to do this right now? Like, genuinely. Okay, hang on. Oh, is it under this? Where where did my mouse go? I've never had this happen before. Um okay, well, I guess we're not gonna question it too much. So yeah, before we get to the part that is behind me, which has been my entire area, also what I would basically call a mega base, we're gonna come over here. We do have a lovely little castle here. Sam built that. To what my original starter house was. We had a little barn over here. You can kind of see things in the background. But this was my original starter house. And this is... Hello? Why is my mouse not... Let me in. What? What is happening? Why can I not click? No, 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 no. Okay. Well, this is really awkward. Why? Well, I guess we can just go through the balcony. I just won't be able to open any doors. So we had a little kitchen, little living room. This door does lead outside, I swear to it. This door leads to an office that I guess I can't show you. Um, but so this build kind of just set like my color scheme for how everything was gonna look and go. And we had a nice little storage area back here. So yeah, just a nice little. Oh, I went up too far. Something to give me an idea of what I wanted to build, because originally I didn't know what I wanted to do on this server. So we started off with this little house here, which I love and adore. And actually, this entire area over here is also claimed as mine. Anywhere there is yellow, because I thought I was going to build over here. And then I accepted an area over there because no one else has been on the server at all. This was, or is, Sam's project of building a land bridge. And then we have over this way my area, which we will come down here to take a look at. So there is a lot going on here. I'm not gonna lie. I do understand that. If I hit... No. No. I don't know what's happening. Okay. There is a lot going on here. like more than I can explain. So we're going to start with the first thing that I built, which is actually, if you follow this bridge, you'll get right across. This wizard's tower. I built this up here on the mountain. I thought it would be fun, cool, and then I felt lonely. So I built the giant tree behind it. And I fell in love with the giant tree, and I was like, oh, okay, so like we should do a moon. So I looked up a moon that had a house on it. I built this, I built the tree behind it. And then I was like, okay, well, now when you look down, it's kind of empty. And I was like, how do we get to our tower? So I built these little floating rocks with a bridge going. And then I started building this little village down here. I don't know why there are so many happy gas. I don't think I used them at all. So we started with this little village down here, and then we started with this like treehouse village kind of thing here, which definitely isn't done by any means. And then we started adding all of the like magical elements with the like, well, the giant rainbow and the almost star-like things and like things holding it up for like this is how things are held up. And then I was like, okay, well, what powers all of these things? So I started off by doing these magical crystals that are basically pulling magic from the earth up into a crystal form that then powers all of our crystal features that are holding things up. And then I was like, okay, well, what if on this side of the bridge, because I had only done like this half of it, I was like, what do we do over here? And I was like, oh, we can have a mansion. So I built this mansion and a couple of these little houses in the cave. Then I was like, well, this looks weird because I custom built this wall, which I actually really, really like how that turned out. And from there, I was like, okay, well, now I really need something over here. So I was like, what if we do mushroom houses? So I built a couple different variants of them with different, like the orange, the red, the purple, the blue. And then I copied and pasted them around. And I made sure, I believe we have 5 crystals. We have the blue, the orange, the purple, the green. We're that's 4. I was gonna have a yellow and a red one, basically the rainbow. Um, so like the red one will probably go right here, and the yellow one might end up somewhere over there. So I had finished off most of this area from the front, like from the bridge. When you look out at it this way, I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I was like, well, I feel like I need to expand around the back and figure out what we're doing there. I also adore these little floating boats with the rainbow and the houses up there. That is the worst moon I have ever built. I tried to copy and paste this and then make it a full moon, and it looked horrendous. But so from there, I went around the back and I was like, oh, why don't we build a castle? Yeah, well, this is the worst castle I've ever built. It is more of a mansion than a castle, if even that. But Haley helped me, and it seemed at least kind of right. And as you can see, it is not finished. I haven't even finished doing walls in here or a roof. So, work in progress. But I did that, and then I was like, oh, like we should have more mushroom houses back here. There will be some more of the like village houses like these scattered around. There will be some more. And then I like copied and pasted this mansion a couple of times. So we have an orange version of it. We have a purple version over there. And then I started putting more of the boats in the sky, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then I was like, well, I should probably have some actually in the water over here. So that's where we spawned in with the biggest boat I'm trying to build over here in the water. We have a couple of custom trees around, which I very much enjoyed building. We have lots of little houses alongside our big ones with the mansions and stuff. And then we have this beautiful, I don't even know how you get in here, but almost like fairy or like wizard esque crazy floating tower, which is going to need some floating stars under it for how it's being held up. What the heck is over here? I haven't seen this before. Who's been on the server? Hello? Whose house is this? Okay, well, I like that I have a neighbor, and that tells me I can't expand this way like I originally planned, but that's fine. Um, so almost every build here has some type of interior. Let me choose the one that doesn't. No, okay. So yeah, they all have some type of interior. If I could actually click open a door, I would show you, but apparently I can't do that. And then we have this, the pit. So I had originally thought that I was going to make this just another one of the crystals, is what it was supposed to be. And then I was like, screw it, what if we do like the coolest pit ever? So like we have stone structures, we have a little bedroom in here. We actually have a decent amount of stone structures. So like that one was supposed to be a creeper. We have obviously a villager. And you can go all the way down. We have an enchanting area down here for who knows what reason, because I certainly don't. We have this little place with what's supposed to be a sword. I custom built this to make it look like a giant geode in here. We have like a deer fixture. It was supposed to be a bunny, like a Minecraft bunny, but it's more like a mouse. We have an axolotl little spot. We have another like bedroom area with some beds and like a little kitchen storage thing. I don't remember if this was supposed to be Charmander, a lizard, or a seahorse. So I can't help you. This was supposed to be like a little Enderman. His legs are not long enough for him, obviously. And then we come down, and this goes down so much farther than you expect it to be, like past here, because of the glass effect. And I haven't decided what we're doing down here. I've considered maybe actually putting the crystal down here, but like the red one that was probably going to go down here really does help if I press the space bar. But I wasn't sure, so I haven't done it yet. Oh my god, getting out of there is always kind of crazy. But no, so everything here has an interior. We have this gorgeous, yep. This giant. So I took that tree house idea and turned it several different colors to match our color theme throughout. And I put it around a tree here and put them all on like different levels so that, you know, you could go down to the Orange Village if you lived there. We have this little area which is supposed to have a way down and up. Or you can come all the way up here to the pink level. In other words, this was like my greatest fantasy type build that I've ever done, and I'm in love with it. We have a little beach down there with a cover. I don't remember why it has a cover. We have some crystals and boulders around, which need to be continued throughout the rest of the build, because so far they're not. Yeah. Um, Pretty much everything from here, including the rainbow and these two boats, to this side were completely built, and then I discovered a copy and paste mod. So like anywhere you see random things like this, I can't even get rid of it. Yeah, that's my copy paste spot. And like I said, I hand built several different variants and then started copy pasting them around. The thing I am absolutely the most proud of beyond the tower and that first tree, because oh my god, I spent 4 hours on that tree, even in creative. Like 4 hours on that. This one took me 3 hours, and then I copied and pasted that one. The other, there was another tree, right? I think there's another custom built tree over that way. Yeah, that one took me at least 2 hours. But this bridge right here, I'm so proud of this bridge because it lets you look down at everything. And these really do look almost like two separate sides or two separate builds when you look at this and then turn around and have all the colors. And I love it. We have a scaffolding way to get up here so that you can continue on the path because I didn't know how the heck I was going to get you from one rock to the other. And honestly, just walking through here makes me happy. I do a lot of flying around because I mostly play this in creative, but I'm enjoying it. We have a giant nether portal because I decided, let's see how big we can make the nether portal. And that's what happened. All of the crystals, I love them. I wish I could show you more interiors, and we may have to do a second video after I figure out what the heck is wrong with my mouse. This door is open. Okay. Welcome to the Wizard Tower. The first other, like, building I built beyond my starter house. So we have a lovely little room here. We have, what I would like to call the cult room. Because why not? We have a little bathroom area over here. If we go up, we come into a little dining room, living room type thing. And then we have a bedroom in this tower. And then you can go up even more to another little sitting area. We have a kitchen type study room office. I don't really know what that room is, I'm not gonna lie. And then you can go up even farther into another bedroom. And this one has, like, this is my bedroom, technically, in the tower. So then we have, going all the way around the tower. And then we have the beautiful custom tree that I am absolutely in love with. I'm even in love with the roots that I did because I built it on this, like, weird section where, what is the tree hanging on to? Like, what is this area hanging on to? So I gave the tree, like, roots to be, hanging on to the train more. And, like, it's holding up this tower. This tower is being met by the tree and basically held up. And I just thought it was really freaking cool. And it hurts me to say this. That's the other tree I was talking about. Sorry. It hurts me to say this. This is my best custom tree. The 4 hours I spent on this were amazing. This tree, not so much. I wouldn't say this tree looks bad by any means. I think it could be flushed out a little bit more. Some of the branches aren't amazing. I think I shouldn't have chosen these wood colors for the trunk. Like, that one is so cohesive. Even that one looks better, and that one's not done. So, but then we have our moon house, which I'm not going to be able to get into because the door is not open. But we just have a little interior in the house, and I don't even think most of the house has an interior. So, you're not missing that much. This moon was a pain in my butt, especially getting the tree to come around it properly. Don't get me wrong, it's gorgeous. I love it, but it's a pain in the butt. If we come down here, we have a smaller custom built tree, which I'm not really happy with, but that's fine. And then we have all of these little houses. I have roads connecting pretty much everything. Oh, this one doesn't have a window. Most of the interiors are really simple. Maybe a shelter box, bookcases, chest, bed. This one is supposed to be a little church. So you have a little church, and then I'm pretty sure there's a bedroom upstairs for the priest. And then, oh, this one doesn't actually have an interior. Oops, look at that. I found one. But so I kind of imagined the story line of this place being like almost like two sides of a veil, where like, okay, we have a little church with a priest, but like everything is held up by magic. So, the priest is kind of insane, being like, oh, like magic's not real, or who knows what. And then on like the other side of the bridge, and okay, this would probably help more if I actually had like a line divided, but I didn't want to do that. We have like fairies, elves, whoever living in our little mushroom houses, and then we have like actual, like the same built house from over there over here, where maybe, some of the humans came over and have been hanging out, living in the magical side. And then we have like flying ships and boats. And we have the cutest little rainbow houses that I actually don't know how you even get to. And I'm 90% sure that there is absolutely no interior in here, is there? Yeah, it does not look like it. Is there even a window for the bottom floor? No. Oh, that's a really tiny house. And then we have like another house over this way. This one also appears it has no interior, which doesn't surprise me. I was really focused on building, not decorating. I mean, this custom wall took me forever. And this custom wall is only here because of this crystal. Because to get this glass effect, you have to go down. So I do 13 layers of glass. So I had to dig down 26 layers because you have to go glass, block, like no block, like nothing there, and then glass, and continue that pattern. So I go down 26 layers. Yeah, well, that led me straight into like this area where there was just nothing. So I was like, great, we'll just cover it up. And then I was like, well, how are we going to make that look good and also connect into the train going down? I was like, this cliff is just kind of hanging here to begin with. So I was like, great, we'll build a beautiful custom wall, which I will never get over how pretty this is because I didn't think I could do it, and it came out gorgeous. And I love it. Um Okay, we are gonna see. Oh, oh, wait, not what I'm trying to do. Not what I'm trying to do. I didn't mean to actually get rid of those. I just wanted to see if it worked. Okay, it does work. Which means, guys, we can actually look around. So, we can start actually seeing some of the little interiors that we've done in here. I have started using shulker boxes as decoration, which is kind of a little crazy, but so we're gonna go up to the moon house because I feel like this is one of like the big features here is the moon. Um, and I mean, we just have like a really small interior kind of thing with like a little bedroom. Like none of the builds are really that big. They just look massive on this scale because obviously like the moon was huge to make. The house not so much. There wasn't even a lot of space for an interior. Now in that walking section, we do have a nice little area here. Can I get up the ladder? Which is a tiny bedroom. In that walking around section, you'll have seen me go underground. I do like to add little bathrooms into my builds. I realize in Minecraft it is not necessary. Down here, where we have a hidden little house down here. I have no idea if this has an interior. No, it does not yet. But like we have a cute hidden little house in the cave with all the water. I thought that was such a cute detail that I did. We can actually check out like the mansion, which again, you know, not a lot. We have 1, 2, 3 bedrooms downstairs. Well, I guess. So I did like an all green room. I did an all purple room. I did an all yellow room. We have a little dining area, a little kitchen over there. If we go upstairs, we have a blue and orange room, which was such an odd color mixture. We have lights that we can actually turn off and on because why not? It felt right. I'm so excited to actually be able to show you guys everything, which also means that we can pop straight through some of our custom terrain here. And so this is the box. So like this is the interior of the, if I break right now, of our crystal. Just like that. So we have the interior. So I like put it in this box. I was like, yeah, that'll work. And then I was like, okay, well, that looks incredibly stupid. So I custom built all of this terrain around and this wall, which definitely looks better from the outside. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I keep putting the grass block back. I can just move some of these out of my inventory for freehand. So like that's what it looks like from the interior of, you know, our beautiful crystals. We have our little ships, which I'm very sure have no interior because they are tiny. But you know, can you imagine like driving these ships through the sky? Because that would be so freaking cool. Um, I even have little interiors in most of our houses, whether they're the magical houses or not. Like this one goes up into the mushroom, and we have a 4-bedroom little place for some fairies or elves or whatever my magical beings are choosing to be. So yeah, it's a lot of little interiors. It's a lot of crammed space also because I like building things that look big but aren't really that big on the inside. So, like, all of these little houses, like, that's tiny, but it's part of such a bigger build. Um, this one doesn't even have a door. Oh, this is how you get in and up here. This one's window is actually, like, blocked out. But no, so we have, like, all of these. So this one has, like, this is a little starter house kind of thing with a couple of little bedrooms. And just freaking trap doors and walls, because why not? So, yeah. And I am pretty sure that most of our interiors are all the same throughout here. This one actually doesn't even have an interior at all. So clearly I still have some work to do. And then we have another mansion on a moon over here, which I thought was just kind of neat. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. This has just been my project for a while now. That boat still looks wrong. I don't know what I'm doing with that boat. That boat's confusing me too much to be able to make it work. This area, I know for a fact, has no interiors, but we do have a bunch of little rooms and houses. And I mean, my goodness, you can go through so many different areas to get places. Like, you come in up here, but then you go down, and like, there's a staircase to go even farther down. The main building here connects everything. So, you know, you have to go up many a flights of stairs to like go anywhere, and this one will lead you to another tower which has more floors. This is like absolute community right here is how I imagine this, because you're all able to just see inside each other's windows and everything. Like, you can see the bottom of the rock here, and then there's another little tower up here that you can go across to, and like, you're walking on the roof right here into this nice little one with no extra floors. And then you can even go up the ladder into like the highest point. And we will have an interior for this place hopefully soon enough, because goodness does it need one. The stairs alone were very frustrating to make. So the roof with the gradient was also kind of frustrating. So I started by roofing this one, and I was like, oh, like, I want it to start darker and then get really light. Like, well, how am I going to transfer that to the other ones, especially the big one? I was like, how am I going to do that with two separate roof areas? Because I knew I wanted it to get smaller there. And then I was like, screw it, we'll just go up the gradient as far as we can, and then we'll just restart, because those two are on like the same level almost. And it worked out nicely. We are going to casually change the weather and the time of day so that you can guys, or you know what, I'm going to change it to night so that you guys can really see, like, this place is glowy, like, so pretty. I love how it looks at night. Yes, a lot of mobs could spawn because I have not lit everything up perfectly. But like, as you get around to the front of the build, like, how is it's just so pretty. There is also so much to look at. I know I said it before, but there is so much to look at. And if you guys ever want like an in-depth tour, we can do that. We can take it like section by section to keep the videos nice and short, or we can do a really long video and do every freaking area. Or we can do like, oh, let's just do the mushroom houses today. Like, let's do this side. Let's do some of the big builds. And if you guys want Minecraft videos, let me know, because I have spent a lot of time, especially here, like figuring out what I'm doing. I do have a habit of I don't talk while I play Minecraft. I tend to watch videos, and so that could be annoying, but it also means you'd get no talking Minecraft videos, which actually we have one, I think next week, coming out for you, where we tried one of the Minecraft world packs that you can do called Mermaid Life. It was interesting, to say the least. That video should be out next week, though. But yeah, I enjoy Minecraft. This is what I like to do. I'm not very good in survival. I do play survival, but gathering all of my resources, especially things like the deep slate, tile, bricks, whatever, all the dark oak that I like to use, even the pale oak, because that is kind of a pain in the butt to get. So I spend a lot of time in creative. Now, I can easily change this so that, that's not what I want. I can easily change it so that I'm not in creative. I don't actually remember how I do that right now. Yeah, I have no idea how I do that right now. But it's easy enough to, play in survival, even on the server, because the server is not creative. I just put myself in it to build, honestly, my starter house, and then no one was ever on the server, and I was like, well, I'm just going to claim this entire area over here and start doing whatever I want. And that's what's been happening, so. But yeah, no, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know, for starters, because I would love to know if you guys like Minecraft videos. If not, also let me know. I'll stick to my usual content with occasional updates on the server. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like, comment, and consider subscribing. We are going to be posting every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, starting in 2026. If you guys haven't watched my chatting video on what's been going on and why we've been not around, maybe do that. But yeah, I will see you guys all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.